the rolling, find an opening and let him go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father. Family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the culture. And I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson out of Harlem, New York, 72.6 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 184 centimeters. And he'll be facing the Dark Destroyer, NigelBenn. He's Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the glove. The Dark Destroyer, NigelBenn. And when you talk about legendary fighters from England, this man has to be on the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here, expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Robinson goes to the canvas. That will do it. They want no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym.
Okay, now, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick. Just keep
everything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round.
One shot at a time. Set him up. It will take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Get your boxing back together. Listen, do
your business.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like a CompuBox Academy crowd, and they are vocal here tonight. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here is NigelBenn. He comes in at 177 centimeters. It's NigelBenn, the Dark Destroyer, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England. Here comes.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This place is...
We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. A perfect counter shot. Missing with the left hook. That big hook doesn't land. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. The Dark Destroyer now, and NigelBenn down. Can you believe it? Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Those counter punches have. Talk about Ben in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back and think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Jacobs in real trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Swinging big and missing. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben and that. There's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up. Until your head clears again. And your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Perfect counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Looks like despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about winning that last round. Here we go to the 4th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That counter punch hot and clean. That big hook doesn't land. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Middleweight always gives us a...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick... talk about Jacobs in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Good work, man. That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
And there's the bell for round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to bluff them, man. He's got to bluff them.
Can't find a home for that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Like to see more jabs. No rest for the weary. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay. Oh, right there. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. And apparently no rest for the weary. They're taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about them.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Here's the bell to start round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you feel and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both men step back for just a moment. Did you see that? This is not where Daniel Jacobs wants to be right now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big whiff with the right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? And there goes Jacobs. He's down. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there.